Game Show Podcast News Live updates. Al Klein Copper reporting at the Game Show Podcast desk. Always remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Game Show Podcast News. Yes, indeed. Good evening. This is another edition of Game Show Podcast News. We had some technical difficulties. Sorry about that. We had to abort that broadcast and come back with the emergency broadcast. So we'll see who comes back, and we can definitely get everything going. I think you can hear me loud and clear. I can check my settings on my audio. Yes, you can hear me loud and clear. For some reason, I don't know what the hell StreamYard is doing, but they're basically saying that I can't use the damn mics, which we will upgrade to mics here in a little bit. Don't worry about it. Game Show Podcast News is a professional news organization. Okay? So we definitely here. Well, we already got people in. What we do here, we just talk about the news, and we put it out there. Don't worry about it. We'll be happy to get a studio, and we're gonna be doing everything professional over here. This little studio we got right now outside. So let's get into the news. So the first thing we're gonna get on into is what happened this past weekend. This past weekend, we know about the Colorado Buffaloes. They moseyed on into Fort Worth, Texas to take on the national championship runner-up in 22. Okay, yes, the Texas Christian University Horned Frogs. And Shedeur Sanders, he's just been awarded Walter Camp National Player of the Week, okay, for his phenomenal debut performance, team record-breaking performance of 38 for 47, 510 yards, 4 touchdowns. And here is one of his game-winning touchdowns that clinches the game earlier. Let's get this crap out of here. Yes, this play here.
Sanders off his back foot, caught, first down, and more down the sideline. Stop and start, Edwards. Touchdown, Colorado.
Takes it to pay dirt on the 4th and 2. Where the hell? Scheming with the offensive coordinator out of Kent State. The problem, they could not run the ball to save their lives. So TCU knew what they was going to do every down. Threw the ball over 47 times. He was only really sacked once. You know what I'm saying? That I saw. Okay, he probably was pressured more than 5 or 6 times in that game. So the Colorado offensive line, as far as their pass blocking is concerned, is very good. They even brought 2 offensive linemen for sure from Kent State over there to run that schematic very well. We have to give Shedeur Sanders a lot of credit. There was a lot of criticism of this kid. This kid here was highly recruited, and he went with his father at Jackson State. They did 3 years at Jackson State, and he went on over there to Colorado, and it is what it is. Here is what Prime had to say after the game with that fantastic performance by the offensive side of football and some game-changing turnovers by the defensive side of the football. They got some things to clean up. They got to clean up their special teams. It was atrocious. It was terrible. And they got to clean up their defense. They had 6 penalties. They had 1 penalty that actually cost them 7 points because somebody got a roughing the passer on a 3rd and 12 that kept a drive alive. This game, I watched the entirety of that football game. You had 2 drops early in the game by Travis Hunter. This game could have been a laugher by Colorado. They could have blew this team out, but everything's good. Let's hear what Coach Prime had to say after that victorious game they had against the TCU Horned Frogs in Fort Worth.
With Coach Prime.
Coach Prime, it doesn't get much better than this. You said all along, we come in, this team is here, and wow, did you impress? How proud are you?
Thank you, Jesus. I'm so thankful right now. My son, man. My pop right here, my son, my other son. Man, I'm loving these kids. Rick George for giving me this opportunity, man. This is a blessing. Everybody, Buff Nation who supported us, and all the hood that had my back. I thank y'all. God, this is good. Woo!
What can you tell me about your defense and the way they came up huge with that stop to get this win?
They surrendered some big plays throughout the game, and all we kept teaching was just meaning one stop. But what about the offense? How did they respond? How did these guys respond? I don't know how many snaps he played, but we're going to put a hot tub on the plane for him to make sure he's straight.
Hey, we're excited because we are heading to visit your home.
Yes. So you see you have the D on the jersey. That stands for top dog. And they got the L stand for leader. Then they got JC on his other side. That stands for who he believes in, Jesus Christ. So you kind of see how Deion know how to codify his game over there. We have to give Deion them a lot of credit. I know it's a lot of naysayers. There's a lot of guys in the YouTube space. It's a lot of prominent YouTubers that did not buy into this Deion Sanders. Think he should stay down in little Jackson State where Deion has been a salesman, corporate salesman for his whole life. So it's no surprise. He runs a disciplined, fast, hard-nosed program. He turned that team around. He's supposed to. Let me tell you something. He learned from some of the greatest coaches they ever played. Parcells believes in turning things over. Jimmy, what he did in '89, he turned the whole team over. The good thing about taking teams that are lowly, 1-12, you can do whatever you want to do. And you're going to get credit. So they already matched their 1-win total. So now we'll see what they can do next week when they're at home at Folsom Field, which is with a sellout crowd. They're going to run Ralphie right through the stadium. We're going to see they're going to run Matt Rule and the Nebraska Cornhuskers right out of that stadium. Let's see if the defense play better. Let's just see if Travis Hunter stay on his feet a little bit. You understand me? That could be, he might get some pick sixes. So there was a lot of mistakes made in that game by the Colorado Buffaloes football team, but they was overcome. They was able to answer. They was able to do whatever they needed to do to be victorious on that day. And hey, I'm done with it. Next time I'm talking about Colorado, we're talking about what they're going to do this week. Coming up Saturday, my bad. Coming up Saturday, on Big Noon Saturday again on Fox, okay, with them, everybody going to have their eyes peeled on high noon. So, yeah. So, they got Nebraska at home this week. I think they go to Colorado. Then they at home against, I think they got at Oregon and then home against USC. That's everybody. So everybody would love for the Colorado Buffaloes to be undefeated when they play USC, and then you'll have Shador going up, matching up against Caleb Williams. So that's what they hope. But 1 week at a time, and we're just going to enjoy the ride over here at the Gas Show Podcast News. We're going to enjoy the ride. We will keep you updated on everything that's going on in Colorado football. All right. Now, we had some other football last night. We pretty much did see the Florida State Seminoles destroy, okay, the LSU Tigers last night. They had a Michigan State transfer, number 4. He caught 3 touchdowns. Travis over there killed him. Pretty much beat him like 38-24, something like that. We could pull it up just to be accurate on that game. The LSU Tigers are coming out slow again. So, but next week's college game is Texas Longhorns at Tuscaloosa against the Alabama Crimson Tide. I was not impressed with what I saw with the Texas Longhorns. Was not impressed, but they better get ready because they're going to Tuscaloosa. So we're going to see what they're going to do. We're going to see what they're about. We don't know what Alabama doing. We know Alabama whooped the shoes off whoever they played. We know it was an upset with Texas State defeating Baylor. We know that. We did see Texas A&M, the smallest their opponent. So pretty much the only 2 games of the week that was really relevant was Colorado at TCU and LSU versus Florida State in Orlando last night, and we saw that. Now, we're going to get into some more topics today. That's the end of the sports. We got that out of the way. we want to talk a little bit about some issues that I've seen earlier today. Here's one that I did yesterday, and this is a now we got a disclaimer. All we do is put news out. We don't have no we fair and balanced here. We're not biased. We catch some guy doing something crazy. We catch some woman doing something crazy. If we catch an animal or a jaguar or an animal, anything doing something crazy, we're gonna cover it. All right. Now, what happened is I on my short feed and my TikTok feed and my real feed. TikTok feed is Game Show Podcast. Short feed is Game Show. Short feed is Game Show Podcast. Real feed is Prince Pierre. All right, on Instagram and YouTube. I mean Instagram and Facebook, the metaverse, right? So you can go check those out. You can share, subscribe to those channels. We plaster everything everywhere. You know, we put content out here. We put instant content out. Shorts, we went a little crazy today on the shorts, but the gang some topics that I had to touch on. I would be able to show you to make this more entertaining when I get my Mac. My Mac got to get fixed, and I'll fix it tomorrow. Labor Day, everything closed today, so I couldn't get nothing fixed. So, but we digress from that. We'll keep it moving on. We'll talk about this one, and we'll let this one play. This one is a particular woman talking about what she did. So let's see what she's talking about.
It was really bad because I felt so bad about it. I called like child services on this one. I called child services on my ex because he pissed me off, and then I was like, yeah, I'm done with this person, whatever, like, you know, cheater, fucking piece of shit, lies about dumb shit. He had kids. I called child services on his ass, and I like fabricated everything and like said certain things, and they like went to the door, and like there was a whole process. Like, I don't even know if the children's aid worker still visits them, but she probably does, because what I sent, like the way I AI'd that shit, you know, like real AI shit, like fake bruises type shit.
Be careful, fellas.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
So you faked bruises, you faked shit, and then you just made like an exaggeration story, and then
on their on his kids.
Yeah.
Like, so then they came and they were like, oh, like, we're seeing stuff that your kids are being abused. You know, you could lose your kids. And I was just like, that sucks.
That sucks.
Yeah, should have been nicer to me, bitch.
Now, you got the whole gist of it. She basically said the guy she was dating had children from a previous relationship. Okay, now we're gonna have to break this game down. Okay, look like you men are gonna do how the women do. We're gonna break it down. So she basically stated the man was cheating on her, piece of shit, probably cheated on multiple times. Okay, but she want to get back because he was too trusting. Okay, this woman would probably keep the kids as he go to work. She put fake bruises on the kids. These had to be little toddlers or something. Couldn't be no kids. They had to be toddlers looking kids. And she put fake bruises on the kids, turned around and called Child Protective Services on the father, and pretty much got his visitation rights away. And she leaves the guy. But ladies, are we playing games with children? Let me tell you something. Men. Okay? Look like y'all got to be very protective of your children on what kind of women you dealing with. See, back in the day, man, a lot of women, man, they're very caring to kids. They don't do things to children. This woman has no motherly instincts about her. This woman don't have any mother. Man, I'm not going to say certain things on this show because we got to keep it clean over here. You understand me? You know why? Because I want to get paid. I'm about to get money. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to demonetize my channel. I'm trying to grow. I'm not. But I can say a whole lot. But this is very disrespectful. These are things that here at the Game Show Podcast we abhor. We don't abhor any abuse of kids. We don't abhor no acting like the children are being abused. We don't get down like that over here. Now, this woman is sitting on a podcast. You understand me? I'm glad the dude put a mask over his face so we got to be affiliated with this chick. You know what I'm saying? Me, smart guy. You know, you don't want this. No, thank you. And this woman gonna do this. This is trash. This is something that can't be respected. You're playing with children. You know, Anton Fisher type of crap. You understand me? Abusing children. You know, losing Isaiah type of crap. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. But that's the landscape women are playing right now. And this is the kind of stuff, man, this can end very fatal. Because you got some men, they don't care who you are, what you look like. You're not going to play with his children at all. You're not going to do that. You're not playing with his children. Okay? But women know who to play with. Women know who to play with. You know what I'm talking about? They know who to do things with. I always understand that, man. When somebody do certain things to people, they know who to fool with. They know you're soft. They know you're a little weak. You know, they know you know. But now, that's why I tell you, man, you don't have, you don't have that one around your kids. You don't have no outside woman around your kids. First of all, she ain't your wife. You understand me? You got some random chick around your kids. You don't need to be around my kids. She need to be treated how she need to be treated, like a side piece in the game. This is no diss to women, but that right there. We both sit up here and co-sign that crap. I mean, it is what it is. I can't help you. So when we talk about real issues over here. Next thing, the next little thing, last week, probably the week before last, but last week, Donald J. Trump, this situation here. Here we go.
Y'all see it, man. Which one are you in, though?
Yeah, you got Donald J. Trump, who's on his way to the Fulton County courthouse to get his mug shot. Thing is, the African American community.
Somebody, they got everybody.
So that's it of that. Ain't that something? Now I don't really respect you on this. I'm gonna tell you why. Somebody gotta get threatened of criminal things for you to back somebody. I don't respect you because you ain't about policy. You still an ignorant voting cat. So what we do here, we're about educate. We want intelligent voters. Now, your ignorant vote is cool because it's backing somebody you should have backed in 2020, but you ain't know nothing about politics. Now, the media is showing you, now you're seeing the railroad the media doing on Donald J. Trump, former president. Now you want for the former 45th president of the United States of America. Now you want to back it. Disingenuous, in my opinion. But it don't matter. He wants your vote. He doesn't really care if it's genuine or disingenuous. But it takes some RICO Act to get you to see that Donald Trump is a viable candidate for the presidency. Look like you got to go do some criminal thing. You can't be a law-abiding citizen, you know what I'm saying, to get no support. Look like you got to go down the mud to get support. Okay? Donald Trump should be still your president right now. We should be transitioning in to Vivek Ramaswamy being the next candidate up here. And then we would have had pretty much 16 years of that particular party, which is a party of prosperity, in my opinion, prosperity of money, less taxes, and things like that. So I think that people need to be very educational and very intelligent about what they're doing. But I be in 100 over it. Alkaline copper, we call it how we see it. We really don't respect it because you waited until somebody wanted to the June 6th situation happen. You waited until these left wingers to kind of show you their hand. Now it benefits Trump because Trump they don't have any RICO. You cannot call a RICO act for contesting an election. That is not against the law for contesting an election. That's not against the law. So that's going to get thrown out. They're going to go get that other stuff, the paperwork that they said Biden had, Obama got. So they're going to have to throw all this crap out. So everything they trying to come at Trump with is crazy. They don't have anything to back. Next, we'll move on. Always remember. Gary Show Podcast News, Alkaline Copper reporting. Always remember to share, like, and subscribe to this podcast news. Yes. Always remember to like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. Get my numbers up. Make this show better. We're going to have a professional here. And when we get ready, we're going to be suited and booted. We're going to do it right. So, we outside, man. We do podcast. We do the podcast news in and everywhere, man. We do interesting news. We're not gonna do it. We do interesting news. We do hot button topics here. I have some more stuff I had that I would like to talk about, but we won't be able to because I would able to print all that stuff up. So we got one more. Talking about pretty much racism, white supremacy. Somebody came on TikTok. We had to go on and copy. You know what I'm talking about. We had to go on and let y'all see this travesty, this information, this misinformation this pretty much this woman has. She don't know what she's talking about. But also remember, like, share, and subscribe to the Game Show Podcast. News. Cast. Let's go. Let's go to this lady here. It's 2 minutes and 39 seconds. We're going to let it play it entirely. I can't pause and do what I want to do with it, but we're going to make it do what it do. Let's go.
Have you ever wondered why so many pro-black men are anti-feminism and homophobic? Unfortunately, it may be because of this black woman, Frances Cress Welsing. She wrote the ISIS Papers as an attempt to try to find what the root of white supremacy is, why it exists. And in her understanding, she determined that the cause of supremacy is to prevent the annihilation of the race. Now, you may be wondering, what does this have to do with anti-feminism and homophobia? Well, she thought that black men were the main target of white supremacy because black men have the ability to annihilate the race through procreation. From that conclusion, she drew another conclusion that
All right, we'll stop it right there. So pretty much the gist of that, we ain't gonna play that whole 2 minutes, 30 minutes. She doesn't really believe in the Crest theory, which was wrote first, and her book, the ISIS paper, where she breaks down a theory. You know what I'm talking about? She already said it was a theory. Okay. All right. So she did her research, and she realized that racism, white supremacy, in her research, is a defense mechanism against white genetic annihilation. Because she, in the Crest theory, that she I think wrote back in 1970 to 72. Okay, in that time when she was in school, she wrote this theory out. And she was a doctor, so why she called her Frances. No, she was a doctor. She was a psychiatrist. Okay, she practiced medicine. All right, she was a PhD. She could give you medicine. All right, she was a real doctor. So let's not play like she wasn't no Dr. Uno. Okay, them type of Negroes want to mess up the game. Okay, so when you see doctor, you be like, what the hell? No, Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. I go look her up right now, just to give up her credentials, okay, and where she went to school at, and you tell me these schools are whack, okay? So, we go look her up right quick, Dr. Frances. There she go, Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. Pull her up on Wiki, fastest way. Pull up her school. So, she got her BS. She got her bachelor's at Antioch College. She got her MD at Howard University. So, Howard University is one of the top HBCUs in the country. So, pretty much, so. And then she wrote the Cresses. She won the ICE papers in 1991. Born Korea. 92, she wrote the Crescent, the ICE papers. She wrote it before then, but she published it in 92. And it's supposed to be some more. It's supposed to be when she wrote that. Let's see, papers. That's it. Yeah, 1935 to 1916. So, 1935 to 2016. January 1st of 2016. I remember when I heard that. I was on my way back to the house, you know what I'm saying? I was in Dallas when I got the information she died. Okay? She died at a hospital, man. It was January 1st, 2016. Yeah, that was a crazy year because you had Dr. Sebi die, and you also had Bobby Dick. Did he die in 2016? Bobby Dick Jerry died a year later. Well, no, my bad. Oh, this is who else died. Francis Questing died, and Dr. Ben died, and Dr. Sebi died. So top 3 scholars, one of medicine, herbal medicine. We had one psychiatric medicine, and you had another, Dr. Ben Yakahan, who was just, PhD, a doctor of education. So you had 3 major doctors, and Dr. Ben, he graduated from Colgate. He taught at Colgate. He taught at all the Ivy League schools. So can't knock that guy. Can't knock these people. Okay. So, but I digress. Yeah, I always got to put the information out there. So you do research, look up. That's what she got a medical degree at Howard. So this woman here is trying to debunk it. Now I would play the whole thing, but I can't fast forward to do what I want to do with it. I would. I ain't gonna play all that. So, because I can't fast forward it. But she basically stating that she don't believe in it. She believes that men are homophobic because of her. Men are misogynistic because of her. But she did predict in the 1970s, in the crisis theories, that Caucasian people would be at a negative birth rate. All right, 0 birth rate. All right, that's what she said. But hell, we got some reports a couple of years ago that they was at a negative birth rate. So she predicted that. You can look it up yourself. We ain't gonna worry about it, because we had all this stuff put up on her in the future, and that's what it is. What's the reason for it? That was on YouTube. That was on social media. What we do is we get our social media news and we put it out here for use. You can use out here. So that's what we own. We know what we're talking about. That is the truth of that woman, of Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. But she don't know what she's talking about. But we're gonna let her explain herself.
Have you ever wondered why so many pro-black black men are anti-feminism and homophobic? Unfortunately, it may be because of this black woman, Frances Cress Welsing. She wrote the ISIS papers as an attempt to try to find what the root of white supremacy is, why it exists. And in her understanding, she determined that the cause of supremacy is to prevent the annihilation of the race. Now, you may be wondering, what does this have to do with anti-feminism and homophobia? Well, she thought that black men were the main target of white supremacy because black men have the ability to annihilate the race through procreation. From that conclusion, she drew another conclusion that feminism is a supremacist ploy to get black women to economically advance so far that they no longer needed black men, and that the black family unit would be destroyed, and then there would be no procreation of black people. Which, when you think about it, is really sad because it reduces women to their role as an incubator for the next generation. But black women weren't the only marginalized group within the black community that she had a problem with. She also thought that homosexuality was a agenda to prevent the procreation of Black people through emasculating the strong Black man. In reality, the construction of cis heteropatriarchal gender roles and therefore cis heteropatriarchal sexuality is a product of white supremacy, making her an agent of white supremacy through her anti-feminist rhetoric and her homophobia. If any of this sounds familiar, there's a reason for it. Pan-Africanist Black men don't want liberation for all Black people. They want to be on top in a hierarchy of Black supremacy that centers Black men. Black, cis, heteropatriarchal values are just repackaged white supremacy.
Now, that last part could be somewhat true, but the middle part where she was talking about Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, she did believe that the LBGT community initiative was a population control initiative. On top of it, in 1973, they labeled LBGTism. Before 1973, they had made that known as a mental illness. They took it out, and boom, that's how we got it today. That is the facts, stats, and exacts. You can look it up yourself. All right, in the guide, in the psychiatrist's handbook, or pretty much you can say the psychiatrist, his so-called Bible. You know what I'm talking about, where they break down diagnoses of mental illnesses. And before 1973, they did have LBGT mindset as a mental illness. All right. So that's what Dr. Frances was addressing. Okay. And she tied it in through her theory. It's a theory. She told you it was a theory. She even told you in her interviews that we'll probably have to do a special on her. Okay. Down the line. They're going to get her some of them clips where she'll tell you what's really going on. Okay. And you make your decision. If you can find that her stuff is wrong, combat it. But I don't think that female, that young lady, could really combat what she was saying, because she's going off emotionalism. She's not going on stat, facts, and exacts. And that's the reason we do that. That's why we do this show. So, we put out the information that we believe in racism, white supremacy exists. Absolutely. But it is not powerful as it was during the time Dr. Frances Cress Welsing was writing the books, and the time that Neely Fuller, a mentor, was writing his books. It's very weak now. Okay, it's very middle school. America is too, to me, money hungry to even worry about race issues anymore. They really don't. They're not really tripping on Black people anymore. Black people as a whole, we're doing a lot of damage to ourselves. So through the food, through the agendas and hip hop communities and dread music and a lot of different things. So you're not on their mind anymore. I'm just being honest. You're not on their mind anymore. They got bigger threats now. People coming in here. They got China. They got the border. They got a whole lot of things. Okay? No one issue Black people have that we have, if like what Larry Elder said, is single parent households. We need to get that. We need to get 2-parent households back in effect to make our families whole again, and then we'll be able to support it. You got politicians trying to talk about it, which is Vivek, Elder, some other politicians, but there's no way to regulate that. Only thing you can do is put incentives, but how you gonna regulate some people that don't like each other? So, you know, a woman that'll love you till you impregnate her. When you impregnate her, she lose respect for you. So we gotta figure something out on that. That's something. That to me, that's home training. To me, that's spiritual training. To me, that's what it is. Spiritual home, spiritual training. You know what I'm saying? That's spiritual home development. You know what I'm talking about? That's the only way that's going to work. And that's going to have to take a mindset. And today's mindset right now is not really working. But it is what it is. Ain't nothing we can do about it until the people want to have down home values. Women don't want to be like their grandmothers. Men want to be like their grandfathers. There's no doubt. You know what I'm saying? But women, they don't want to be like their grandmothers. I always make a joke. You girls couldn't whoop them. You know, you said a woman was weak, but you couldn't whoop them. A woman, yeah, she probably can't whoop her. She probably couldn't whoop her, you know what I'm saying, her husband. But she can whoop your mom. She can whoop you. You know, yeah, caress your shields type shit. Yeah, whoop your ass. But, you know, we don't put on violence. We just use that as an example. So that's the mindset we gotta have. But that's pretty much it, you know, of this particular game show podcast news. We had a little more information we could put out, but I like to show you what I got going on and some of them things I couldn't show you. Now I was on my other thing, I'd be able to show you some shorts I did, show you some clips of a couple of ones. But I can touch on this one that went viral. I'm gonna see, can I send it over here right quick before we go? But as we're doing that, Game Show Podcast News Live Updates and Alcoin Copper reporting. Always remember to like, share, and subscribe to Game Show Podcast News. All right. Now, I'm going to go over here and see, can I find this viral video pretty much on TikTok, so I can move it over here to y'all. The Brick Girl. So, I don't need that. Hold on, let me cut that off. I'm going to go find the Brick Girl right quick. So, Brick Girl. So, let's see if the Brick Girl's here. All right, we got the Brick Girl. So, we might be able to move this over. Yes, we will be. So, we'll be able to show the Brick Girl information in a little bit. Now, you can go to my short feed at the Game Show Podcast, and you can check out my shorts. I went short crazy today, but hey, I do different things on my shorts. I mix them up. So, all right, we're going over here. We're going over here. We're going to pull it over here, and we're going to get it for y'all. Sorry about it. I should have had it already over here, but I wanted my commentary on there, not a lot of other people's commentary. So let me go over here to mine. Boom. See, share to, airdrop. All right, we'll get it over here. All right. Got it. Boom, boom. All right. So we're gonna share the Brick Girl's comments. Now I have some more comments on it. If I can find some more, we will. Let me see. Can I find some more on the Brick Girl over here on TikTok, and then we'll conclude the show with her. That was the breaking news that came out today, this morning. Could be old, but that was the breaking news that we got earlier. Let me go over here and get it and see if we got it. Let me see the Brick Girl. Slapping somebody. That's what she did. She slapped him. See if they got the Brick Girl. One here with Brick. One here with Brick. One here with Brick. Now they show one with her slapping somebody. That's what I'm looking for.
See my page for PT1 Mrs. PT2 and worked about it.
All right. So I found it. Folks. Now we got all the context on it. So, get that. That's done. We
See
good.
my page for PT1 Mrs.
Man, we're not worried about it. We're going to get this and we're going to play with it. So let's get it. Let's go over here and move it over here to the thing. I love about the eye game. You can crop shit real quick and real smooth. Alright, so now, hold on. AirDrop, device. Alright, we got you. So hold on. Yeah, we got you. So we got your motherfucking name. Alright, so this is what's happening. Now I don't know the woman's name. Everybody calling her the Brick Girl. Some people calling her the Brick Beach. Some people call her this the Brick. You know what I'm saying? She got hit in the head with a brick, right? So here you go.
I woke up to this video. As you can see, screenshot, you already know what's going on. They even tagged her as the Brick Girl. And I think this whole situation was just weird.
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just watched.
She didn't deserve none of that. You know, those guys should step in and assist. I understand some guys was hesitant because, hell, they may not want to, lose their life over protecting someone they don't know. We need to get better at this.
All right, now she had the one infamous where she was at the hospital. So she was out in the street at nighttime. So she was out there at night. So we seen it was nighttime. And she got hit in the head with a brick. Now, it claimed that somebody tried to holler at her that night. And looked like the girl got the same kind of outfit that she looked when she slapped somebody. So let's show you this outfit. So look like this is what happened.
See my page for PT1. This is PT2 and worked about it.
I never did anything in my life to hurt anybody.
All right, so if you didn't see it, I hate my shit. I hate this motherfucker. As what you've seen is, I'll show it one more time. I hate
See my page for PT1. This is PT2 and worked about it.
I never did anything in my life to hurt anybody.
Okay, so look like it happened the same night that she slapped somebody. We don't know who hit her in the head with a brick, but somebody might have saw her. She walked off. So looking like she got the same outfit on as it. So we look like Game Show Podcast News, getting to the bottom of the story here. That's what we do here. So is it justified she got hit in the head with a brick? Let me tell you something, man. The streets are unforgiving. Okay? We can't be looking for the streets to be sane. Streets ain't never sane. Crazy people runs the streets. People live this street life, and they seen her slap somebody. She probably got a little crazy talking to one of them cats. And she even said that she saw the guy pick up the goddamn brick. Why she didn't get her Shakira Richardson on, get the hell out of Dodge? Somebody picking up something. You see somebody picking up a brick, you get out of there. So you know what you did. You ain't gonna hit me with, man, that mother hit you with that brick, swole your shit up. We know you got a cut somewhere on you. It just swolled up on you. They said, well, ain't nobody do nothing. Man, somebody don't know. And the days, we even got a story of a man even doing that. He was with his wife and children. And the guy seen some dude jumping on this girl. He walked over there, man. The guy pulled out a gun, man, to shoot him. The dude had a gun on him. You know? I do agree with some people. Let me find this one clip of my guy, Tactical O. We'll play his statement. We'll play old Tactical O. Let me find him. Body by old Tactical. He over here out of Fort Worth. He over here out of Dallas. And he was talking about it. We don't give a damn about that. So let's find him. Let's go back to the home. We don't want to hear that. So We'll go to Body by O and see if he got it, what he got. See his video. Street gun law. Here you go. Got it. Now this is kind of old. So chocolate pawpaw. We'll take this. Here, yeah, we're gonna download it. So we got that coming. All right. So we show her. So we do what we do at the game show. We show game. We're gonna show you what's really going on out here. We do not play game. We show you what's going on out here. Now I should have all this shit prepped. Yeah, I could have, but you know, it is what it is. We fly the plane and we go. Yeah. So yeah, see what's going on. I'll wait on that. But the most important thing is we have to be real about it. Gotta watch yourself out here. I know a lot of people, you know, he gonna come with a tactical way about it, but when you kind of see the chick and see how the chick, she even got one video where she promote feminism. She's part of the LGBT community. So that's really what I wanted to play y'all. I wanted to play y'all what she look like. So I didn't know she had the same thing on. So that like happened the same night. Okay. She run around here slapping people, man. So that kind of made me think she slapped a dude. She slapped that white boy, walked off and shaked her behind. And then she probably went over there and slapped somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And motherfucker said, fuck that. Could he just slap the back? Yeah, he could have just slapped the back. Or whoever happened, you know? But no, you got some malicious people out here. Did we co-sign that? No. But it's malicious people out here, man. We can't be out here acting like everybody holding it down, everybody on holiness, everybody believes in the same God. Some people believe in upping them. Let her know you ain't gonna slap nobody else again. That's allegedly that she slapped somebody, slapped that guy. Most likely she did. She had to. That man, yeah, you know, she around here slapping people, thinking that's cool. Keep your hands to yourself. You don't know who you dealing with out here on these streets. So one more time, we will put it out there. Let me see. All right, so let's put this out here. Body by attack. I had to wait till it to download, so. So let's put up body attack. See what he got to say. About it. Put some expert out here that really got it going on. And then we're going to shut this thing down today. We're action packed. We put out information. You know, the Game Show podcast. Now, Klein Copper reporting. Always remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Game Show. Again. This is the Game Show podcast news. We always give you live information. Now, Klein Copper reporting. Always remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Game Show podcast news. All right, here we go.
All right. As you see, a young lady was assaulted by an individual because she declined his advance in request of her phone number. He threw a brick and apparently put her in the hospital. I don't have much to say. Outside of I really wish my sister had an equalizer. Yeah. It is what it is. Ladies, we got to get to a point that we are no longer afraid to put their mama on the front row of somebody's church on Saturday morning. It is what it is. Ladies, we got to get to a point that we are no longer afraid to put their mama on the front row of somebody's church on Saturday morning. It is what it is. No, you shouldn't have to go so far as have to carry a firearm because men are being stupid and they want to harass you. No, you shouldn't. But that's the horrible world that we live in. It is what it is. It's faster, sisters, for y'all to get training to put their mom on the front row than it is to convince all these men, of whom which their parents didn't teach them how to take a no. It's faster, sisters, for y'all to get training to put their mom on the front row than it is to convince all these men, of whom which their parents didn't teach them how to take a no. Bah!
Thank you, Chocolate Pawpaw. Thank you, Body Tactical over here out Dallas, Texas, for that information report. Now, that is a good message for women that are minding their own business, not bothering anybody, and people want to attack them. But look like this female here was not on that accord. Looked like she was running around here slapping people, being disorderly, and then she want to go to the hospital and want to look like she innocent, allegedly. But you can agree with Body by O. You can disagree with the woman. We don't want nobody getting attacked with bricks, but do not entice people to do anything with a brick. Okay? And that's the most important thing. Women and men. Men got to be masculine and women got to be feminine. Okay? You don't need to be running around here slapping people. There you go again.
See my page for PT1. This is PT2 and worked about it.
I never did anything in my life to hurt anybody.
And here, look like she got...
welcome to this video. As you can see, screenshot, you already know what's going
like
on.
She got the same
they even tag her as the brick girl. And I think this whole situation was just weird.
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick and all these black men just watch.
She didn't deserve none of that. You know, those guys should step in and assist. I understand some guys was hesitant because, hell, they may not want to, lose their life over protecting someone they don't know. We need to get better at this.
So, hey, it is what it is. She kind of changed her hair. She had her hair down, and she tied her hair up. So we don't know. We don't know that's the same woman, but it's kind of unique for her to have the same outfit on. The only thing I could look is she got the necklaces on. Let's see if this other
See my page for PT1. This is PT2 and worked about it.
I never did anything in my life to hurt anybody.
You see. Okay. So I couldn't tell. See. Now, we would have played it around there and see she had the same necklaces on. She had her hair kind of free flowing. Then she came back and kind of lied. She tied her hair up so people can see that she got hit in the head with a brick. She got hit here and it's like in her cheek with it. So she'd be able, that swelling to go down and she'd be all right. So it is what it is. But we're going to shut this show down. Live as we're going to go on the Game Show Podcast News. We gave you information. We touched on Colorado. We touched on female going on pretty much lying on somebody in protective services about child protective services about a boyfriend she with, and pretty much going to stage where they thinking he's abusing his daughter, his children, because the girlfriend wanted to leave, except just leaving the dude alone, stepping off. She want to take the man's kids away from him. Okay? And I'm really surprised that, hell, baby mama didn't want to go get ignorant on her ass. Because I know if I was, I'm really surprised. Because, because, so that could have backfired her in a whole lot of ways on that story. And
It was really bad because I felt so bad about it. I called child services
on Yeah, she's the one that decided to go out there and stage a child abuse staging uh, her ex boyfriend's children. Okay, so uh, not her children, by the way. She's just a girlfriend, and she's the type of chick she don't need to be dating no men that got kids. She don't have the stomach for it. Okay, she don't need to date no man with no kids. Tell her right off the top, she don't need to date no man. Somebody, that's what he should told. Don't you ever date no more men with kids. That ain't your speed. You need to get men that ain't got none. Okay, shit, that's your speed because you don't have the stomach for it. I'm gonna show y'all.
It was really bad because I was like, I felt so bad about it. I called like child services on this one. I called child services on my ex because he pissed me off, and then I was like, yeah, I'm done with this person.
Yeah. So that's what she did. So that's what we talking about on the recap. We already touched on the Dion. We already touched on Shador Sanders. He's named Walter Camp National Player of the Week for his phenomenal Power 5 debut game against the TCU Horned Frogs in Fort Worth, Texas, where he finished with 38 of 47, 510 yards, 4 TDs. We touched on that. We also touched on Donald Trump situation when he went over there, but the reaction is based off black folks now want to be backers of Donald J. Trump. Over here at the Game Show Podcast News, it is what it is. It's obvious that you should have made this decision in 2020. But, hey, it takes certain railroad situations to make you see. So if they wasn't railroading this man, I don't think you'd be, well, you would be down with him because of what Biden did for you. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You know, you learned a hard lesson in a thing called quid pro quo. And now I think you understand that, yeah, back in Donald Trump, been wearing the MAGA hats, you know, make America great again mindset. He included you in it. He included the black people in make America great again. He was not what you say a separatist or a guy that was not about the business. Okay, so it is what it is. So what's next? As we close on the show, we did show you.
Have you ever wondered why so many pro-black black men are anti-feminism and homophobic?
With her erroneous, uneducated comments on the late great Dr. Frances Wilson, on her writings of the Cressy theory and of the ISIS papers. Cressy theory was wrote in 1970. The ISIS paper was published in 1992. Okay, so pretty much 50 and 30 years ago, she came with the information that basically states what racism, white supremacy, what it is, what it means, how it works, and what you think you know will only confuse you. So she gave me the information on that. This young lady does not believe in anything she's saying. She's in the woke-sphere, where she believes that Dr. Frances Wilson's take, which is racism, white supremacy, is it's a protection against white genetic annihilation. How they protect white genetic annihilation is to be in the business of black genetic annihilation. Also, she predicted that Europeans in America or European race would be at a 0 birth rate. She predicted this in the ISIS papers in 1992. Then she turned around here. Then she also in the ISIS papers predicted that the LGBT community, her words, okay, is a population control situation that was stated, okay, back from her books and her study that she studied in the National Psychiatrist Handbook, the Bible they had, where before 1973 they had LGBT-minded people as categorized as a mental illness. They took that out in 1973, and that's how she concluded that it was supposed to be pretty much more of a single mindset. So that's what she was preaching about, the defense of those situations. So she don't agree with it. She don't have to agree with it, but I don't think she had any merit of disagreeing with it because her theory has. Hold on. I'm almost done, man. Okay. Well, I ain't got the electricity. Hey man. You seen me over here. You waited until 8 o'clock at night to want to eat. I didn't show up here this motherfucker till 7 o'clock to do this shit. That's why I did it right now at this time. I knew everybody. Yeah, everybody didn't eat. Get the hell out of here. I know I ain't the only person that work here, and I really don't need it. Well, here you go. I don't need it. Damn, go on about your business. Leave me alone. There you go.
Thank you.
Shit, I don't need it.
Yeah, you just damn serious.
You made it serious.
I'm hungry.
You could have been at. Shit.
Whatever, man.
Yeah, my job. You hungry?
Whatever. It's not my business. You doing what you doing.
I sure ain't. Leave me alone.
All right, then.
You got it?
I got it.
Yeah. All you had to do was ask, hey. You had to do was be polite and ask properly. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Why I got to ask you for what? Your name ain't on my check.
Fuck you and your goddamn check.
Who?
Yeah, I go there because you over here trying to check me on that.
Whatever.
Shit. Leave me the hell alone.
How many children you got?
I don't give a fuck. I don't have to have no kid. I'm down there 50 years old.
And I'm 62. What's your head, your point?
Shit. Hey, you talking about you ain't on enough to be.
You give me some.
Shit.
You don't like to call the police?
Man, I ain't got to call no police. Call the police for what? Shit, I don't know what's wrong with these Negroes in today's mindset.
Yeah, what's wrong with them? Time to take over shit. That ain't things.
Shit, nigga, hell yeah, I'm over here, goddamn me fucking with that.
What ain't yours?
Man, I'm taking over my two shit. Hell, what you talking about? Hell, ain't no but and what it is. Shit.
Exactly, this shit.
Yeah, he don't give a damn about what I do over here.
Evidently he do.
No, he don't.
Okay. What's your mouth say?
What am I gonna do? Fire me because I use the electric?
What he gonna fire you for?
All right then. So what he gonna fire me for?
What he gonna fire you for?
Ain't got no reason to fire me.
What
shit. Hell, you acting like man, I ain't guilty about nothing.
I ask you for the electricity, man.
Yeah, the dude just say, hey.
Whatever.
You over here complaining about it instead of just asking about it.
I'm speaking clear English with no curse words.
Yeah, you want to goddamn try to check somebody.
Cursing is a sign of ignorant mind trying
to I am ignorant. Because I'm ignorant.
I know you are. Whatever you do, whatever.
Shit.
Call on Jesus. That's what we need to do.
Yeah.
Seek him. You gonna find him.
I ain't worrying about Jesus. Jesus gonna blood me. I know it. I know I need to be fixed.
You don't know you talking crazy.
Hey man, I cursed down. Yeah.
It's your world.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't interrupt it.
No, you ain't interrupting nothing. But I'm
going.
Evidently
I didn't.
Yeah, when you walk by, say, hey, all you gotta do is say, hey, how long you gonna be?
Say shit.
You see? Yeah, that's the problem. That's all the problem. Well, you could have asked that right off the bat.
I ain't birthed you, and you ain't birthed me.
That's the problem. There ain't no respect. So you want me to respect you, but you don't respect me. I don't have to give you.
Man, I ain't even. This ain't no office.
It sure ain't no office.
So why you making it like one?
Because I'm outside, I'm chilling, I'm doing what I'm doing. And then you gonna come over here and goddamn get mad at me.
Ah, Jesus, come on in the room. Stay here.
I don't know what's wrong with these people today.
You ain't birthed nothing.
It ain't about me earning something. All you had to do. If I came in here and saw you, I know how to ask for what I want and get over. Man, don't preach Jesus to me, and you ain't respectful with it. You not walking in no holiness, but you want me to be holy.
Ain't nobody trying to birth you. You gone somewhere.
Shit, yeah, you talking about?
Get your song.
People want to talk holiness, but they don't want to be living in them.
Oh yeah. Let the dead be buried.
Shit, ain't nothing dead.
You dead? You dead with me? I'm warming up my food.
Yeah, you got what you wanted out the deal.
You got what you want.
All you had to do, I ain't what looking for now. Because you already, I don't know.
You were talking to somebody yourself.
Yeah, I'm finna get on over here.
Whatever, man. Get it. Do it. Make it do what it do.
Yeah. But that's what you get at the Game Show Podcast News. Yeah. We get ignorant shit going on. I am.
Ain't gonna be too many more of that.
Shit, that's what we do.
Your sister or your girlfriend.
No, you ain't
Ain't
even
gonna
one.
be none of that.
I'm just letting you
Keep
know.
all that shit to yourself.
No, I'm gonna tell man.
Call on God.
I ain't gotta call on God. God ain't got nothing. God ain't got nothing to do with it. What God got to do with it?
Somebody do.
I'm not gonna put God in nothing going. I ain't gonna put no God in no hell shit.
You need to. Lord knows I am. I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah, you need to carry yourself like you is holy.
Whatever. Don't hate. Congratulate.
You is in holiness.
Congratulate.
And you living by.
Congratulate.
You living
Don't
by.
hate. Congratulate.
You living by the word.
Whatever. You ain't.
You would come by here and say, "Hey, excuse me, is you using the electricity?" That's what a God-fearing person.
Let it go.
Yeah.
You started beating the
What Jesus was doing, he ain't gonna come here and tell me whatever.
Now let it go.
I ain't look hard at you. You good.
You do it at me.
Man, I gave you what you looking
for. No, you ain't gave me shit. You go through the cord at me.
Yeah, because you talking crazy. Shit, I didn't need shit. All you had to do was that.
Whatever. You still on.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay on. I'm gonna stay on.
I ain't gonna throw it back at you. You still on.
I don't need it.
Evidently you do.
No, I didn't need it. I had 81. I was keeping my energy up. Only thing was using was one part of it. So I don't know why you worrying about what I got going on. You bothering me. I didn't bother you. Yeah, you talking in tongues. I ain't talking in tongues, for. So you know what Jesus say, do unto others, others do unto you. So you want to talk Jesus, but you don't want to practice Jesus. You want to talk Jesus, but don't want to practice. Supposed to be baptized in it. Supposed to baptize in the holy name of Jesus Christ. And you supposed to act like you baptized in it. You want to talk in tongues. Now you blaspheme God's name.
I'm black. I was blacker than proud, baby. I was black before you got in the world.
No, I said you were black
before you got in the world.
Yeah, I know you is.
All right, I'm old enough to be your damn mother when you get to talking.
No, you ain't old enough to be my
mother.
mother.
Yes, I am, mother. Don't get it twisted.
My old enough to be my older sister.
No, I ain't old enough to be your sister. I'm old enough to be your mother. Don't let the
I got her. You say you 60?
Whatever.
So you was born in 1962, 63? I got a brother that was born in 1962.
I was born in 61 anyway, dumbass.
Yeah, so you just 1 year older than my older brother. Now, have a good night. God bless. And good night. Boy, you goddamn me. Goddamn. And that's how it happened with the brick going upside somebody's head. I know. But I ain't that deep. But I ain't no doubt. Oh, absolutely. But we're going to get out of here, man. We sorry about that interruption in the game. Somebody wanted some electricity over here. They want to wait till 8 to get it. But hey, it is what it is. You see, I sit back here. I wasn't worrying about none of that BS. So, we try to respect everybody in the game, but definitely going to respect me. So, we're going to get out of here, man. This is another edition of Game Show Podcast News. Hope everybody enjoys it. Game Show Podcast News. Live updates, Alkaline Copper reporting. Hope everybody enjoyed the Game Show Podcast News. Always remember to like, share, and subscribe to the game.